Hi, I'm Javier.
And I'm Gretchen.
And this is Good Mornings with Sleepwell. And today, we're talking mattress height.
I didn't tell him to do that.
So today we're going to be talking about mattress height. And obviously this is a little higher than what your average person would want. We've actually run into this several times. And we always have people asking, like, how do we know how to buy the correct mattress for the height that I want? What actually factors into it? And we figured after we did the written blog and we got some questions off of it, we figured we'd better address it on the video blog, just because this would make a whole lot more sense doing it visually, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to get the final height of the mattress, and that way we can factor it with your current bedroom furniture and with a bed frame that you may buy. What have you seen people running into? What questions have you had? Because you're on the sales floor 10 times more than I am.
I would say we have a lot of people who are height challenged. Well, being that I feel like a giant around everybody, I tend to say height challenged. And with that being, the mattresses, if you notice, are pretty thick nowadays. Very deep pocketed. So for that very reason, we have to have options for people so they're not having to sit up in bed to get into the bed, climb into the bed, jump into the bed. Instead, it's a sleep surface that you can gently sit down and gently get up.
Right. So what we always recommend, and what we've read and researched, is that you're looking for something that's right below your hip height. The right height for you is right below your hip height, because that is the easiest way for you to sit down and get up. You have to factor both of those in. We've actually had a customer that we had the bed be a little too high for them, and they had an accident. They actually fell off their bed in the middle of the night, and I remember that sinking gut feeling when that happened. And ever since then, we spend a lot of time with our customers factoring in the proper height of the mattress. Now, obviously, this is something that will not work for anyone, but believe it or not, we've actually run into bedrooms on deliveries, have we not, that this is actually happening? So what we're going to do is we're going to do a couple of cutaway scenes. I'm going to show you measurements. I'm going to show you how everything factors in. And then I want to take the time so that way Gretchen can explain the three different sizes of foundations. And then we're going to show you the cool stuff, the platform bed, and the brand new, what would you call that? I guess it's like a steel platform. What's the proper nomenclature for it?
Now that you're putting me on the spot. Well, it's a structure that goes on the floor, but it's a higher structure that also has springs in it. So it takes a lot of the box spring sensation as well. So if you don't have a box spring, you can place the mattress directly on top of it. But they're also taller. So if you have storage units that you like to put underneath your mattress,
those plastic bins, yeah.
Yes, you actually have that availability.
Yeah, and these are becoming popular because of the internet sales. So what we're going to do is we'll cut away. We're going to show you a couple of different things that factor into your mattress height, and then we'll show you the different foundation heights. I'm going to show you how we factor in mattress height, bed height, and coming up with the total figure of how high your bed is going to be. So the first factor is going to be the height of your actual bed frame to the floor. So what you're looking for is you want your measuring tape to go all the way to the floor, and you also want to be able to measure where your slats are on your bed. Now, this is a platform bed, and I use this for the extreme illustration of having a really high bed, because we've actually seen this before. So what we're seeing here is the slats actually start at a foot up. Your average bed frame will start about 9 inches off the ground, okay? So you take that foot, and then you factor in the height of the mattress. So on this mattress, this is a really thick mattress. This is actually considered a 16-inch mattress, okay? And I don't know if you can, well, you probably can't see it on the thing, but it's a 16-inch thick mattress. Now, this is a really deep mattress, so yeah, something like this would definitely require deep-pocketed sheets. That's another story. But anyway, so now you're already at almost 2 2¼ feet high on the bed itself without a foundation on it, which would actually be the proper height for most people. So this, because it's a platform bed, you could actually put the mattress straight onto the platform, and that's what we would recommend at this point. But for illustration purposes, we're going to show you what happens when you add a standard height, standard profile foundation of 9 inches. So now your entire bed, and this is going to be ridiculous, but it's a really good illustration to show you what actually happens. Your bed's now over 3 feet tall. That's a little high. So what we would do in this situation, because there is bedroom furniture that's standard bedroom furniture, what we would do in this situation is we would consider either a low profile or bunky board foundation to take the place of the standard 9-inch one. And now I'm going to have Gretchen show you what the different sizes are of foundations, and then show you a couple of extra items that are available for people.
When looking at different foundations, 2 of the options that are left are going to be our low pro, and this right here is a bunky board. Those right there are very common if you're thinking about bunk boards, hence the name bunky board. But they're also becoming more and more popular with millennials because they're liking the lower structured furniture, being closer to the ground, gives you a more ominous presence above you, making your room feel taller and bigger. So bunky boards are making their comeback. With an actual low pro, which means that it's going to be shorter than your standard box spring. Javier was sharing with you just a few minutes ago about 9 inches being the standard size for a box spring. The low profile is going to actually be 6 inches. The nice thing about having 6 inches instead of 9 inches is obviously going to be bringing you down 3 inches, but it still gives you the support factor that you may need for a box spring with the mattress that you've chosen. Another thing is if you have already purchased furniture, or if you have furniture that's maybe passed down through your family lineage, and even with some of the lower options as far as mattresses, bringing it down closer to the floor like I was just sharing with the bunky board, but also with a thick mattress Javier was talking about, being a 16-inch mattress. This right here is a great option of having a mattress that fits a box spring in the bed without being too tall. You always want your sitting start to be around the, how can you say this, the cheeks. When a woman gathers her dress and goes to sit down, that is the actual proper place that you want your bed height to be, because you want to be able to sit down on the bed, which it'll also go down further once you sit on it. But when you're laying in the bed, you want to be able to place your feet on the floor properly to be able to stand up. You don't want to have that sensation of sliding out of your bed, and you also don't want to have to elevate yourself higher than needed if you have lower hip or back issues, because it's putting all that pressure on your hips and your lower back first thing just to stand up. So with that said, I would like to show you what this looks like on the bed with a mattress. Now we have our mattress sitting on a low profile foundation, which you can see is going to be 3 inches shorter than your standard, and you can see how this drops the bed height for me. But in the process, it's still too high. So if you were to look at the actual height of this mattress being 16 inches here, and then you have the depth of the 4 inches. We would probably need a bunky board in order to make this proper height, even for me, at 5'9". Now we have our mattress placed on a bunky board, which is again 2 inches. As you can see, the height does match properly for me at 5'9" to be able to sit onto the mattress and get up off of it and not have to have that reach to go down or to slide off the edge. A nice way to justify this is if you were in a sitting position and you were to tuck your dress, being a woman, that is the height you want your mattress to meet you at. This way, when you sit down, you're sitting down, and when you stand up, you're standing up. With latest in technology, we've also come back to the standard platform beds. Those are becoming a hot new craze now, especially in apartment living. A great way of introducing our platform bed is to first state the fact. If you want something that functions as a bed, as a foundation, and as a structure, this is all 3 in 1. Let me show you what I mean. This right here, being part of the bed, actually has these flexible pieces of wood slats that you can place inside of here. What that does is it does act as a box spring. So all you have to do now is place your mattress on the bed. Before placing the mattress on the bed, I do want to point out the amount of slats that you see here are going to be a lot more that come with the slats that are made to hold a foundation. As you can see, this looks more like a rib cage. This is not going to react with just a few slats the same as holding a foundation. Instead, it becomes your foundation. So don't confuse the two. If you do have a bed that comes with the cross beams that are meant to hold a foundation, do not place your mattress directly on there. Use a foundation. Now the mattress is sitting directly on top of the platform bed. As you can see, it's a nice, easy height for just about anybody.
One final option we carry in Sleepwell is the high-rise structure, and we carry this due to the popularity of our online mattress sales. What you see here is a metal structure with 17 inches of storage underneath it. I believe the total capacity of underneath storage is about 60 square feet, which allows you for a lot of storage, whether it be boot bags like Miss Gretchen, who takes up the entire bottom of our bedroom, of our bed with her boots and her sandals. And so what this does is it allows us to do two things. It allows us to take care of the customer that wants the underbed storage, and it also allows us to take care of the customer who's buying online from our website. What you see here weighs about a good 40 pounds. It is UPSable. It is a quick setup. Probably took us about 5 minutes to set this thing up. It's 2 individual units for a queen, and they just click together like nothing. These are growing in popularity right now. I would say that we're going to be seeing a huge flux of sales in these. It's pretty nice to be able to store everything underneath your bed. What our experience is that people really like these for memory foam mattresses, and I'll show you exactly what it does. Basically provides a very nice firm surface for the mattress. The mattress does not move at all. It grips on there pretty good. You could put a bed skirt on this and cover everything up. This is one of our favorites that we're starting to see move out of the stores. We hope this has proven helpful in finding the right foundation for your current bed, or finding the right foundation when you're shopping for a new mattress.
So remember, when you sleep well,
you live well.
bye-bye.